at a vineyard in Kent, about an hour outside of London, to ask a simple question. What if champagne can't be made in Champagne anymore? Here, climate change is an opportunity to sell fine English sparkling wine. This one retails for £39.50. But in Champagne, climate change is a challenge to centuries of winemaking tradition. So I travelled there to chat with sommeliers, growers and vintners about the challenge and found the place busy with resilience and optimism. This is one of the most energising climate stories I've come across lately, and so I'm really excited to talk to you about it. Let's start with how climate change has impacted grapes and wine. As the planet has warmed, the harvest dates in Champagne have got earlier and earlier. That's not always a bad thing. High temperatures have produced some great vintages, but it's risky. They also produce sweeter, more alcoholic wines, which isn't exactly what Champagne is after. But the cold is also a problem. With warmer winters, grape buds burst earlier, leaving them vulnerable to spring frosts. So what can Champagne makers do? They could turn to reserve wine from earlier years, or they could tweak their production practices. But these little changes will only help for so long. Simply put, the region will have to embrace new grapes. In France, just 10 types of grape make up the majority of the wine growing area. In Champagne, it's even fewer. 3 grapes make up 99.7% of the vineyards. But wine grapes aren't like wheat or bananas, as one expert told me. They're super adaptable. Right now, it's impossible to grow a ripe Syrah grape in Champagne. But as things get a little warmer, that could change. The region is currently in a 10-year experimental phase with a new type of grape that was bred to resist mildew. It's called Voltus. And other crossbreeding experiments by Champagne are expected to produce results by 2030, which happens to be a big year for climate targets. The promise of these experiments comes with incredible controversy. It is, after all, a region that's been making wine the same way for generations. But the vintners I spoke to fully believe they're prepared to deal with climate change. After all, they've been through existential crises before, and I heard some incredible stories about that from them. By the end of my trip, I started to see what they were seeing. And it comes down to this bigger idea that the Champagne of tomorrow won't be the Champagne of today. And that's fine. So while I think it's a safe bet that Champagne will always be made in Champagne, I also have no problem with this Champagne made here in England. Very drinkable. What about you? Let us know in the comments.